All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bishop Wall coming at you here with some information. Always information and information in the Lord. And hopefully, any information that I bring forth to y'all, you can understand and y'all can live your life thereby. Let me just tell you, I'm going to give y'all a little topic really quick. And here's the topic. I had a girlfriend because I've been all of my life with wives. And I was like, I expect this of a wife, I expect that as a wife. And I'm do what I'm supposed to do as a husband. Okay, so I had a girlfriend. So after dealing with all these wives, I said, well, that's what a girlfriend do. A girlfriend has a lot of potential. A girlfriend will do things that because it's their choice to do it. You know what I'm saying? So girlfriend do stuff by choice. So that's different from a girlfriend and a wife. A girlfriend do it by choice. A wife do it because that's what she do. And it ain't a choice because when you're a wife, you're a wife. And when you're a husband, you're a husband. You're not a girlfriend, you're not a boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? So you takes out the choices. Your choice is to do right by your husband or do right by your wife and go thereby for. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all got a wife, I'm talking about a wife, y'all. I ain't talking about no girlfriend. I'm talking about a wife. If you got a wife, putting anybody before you, anybody, you might go ahead and start your countdown on that, because if a wife tell you that she put this person in front of you and that person in front of you, you might well go ahead and count it down and get your butt on up out of there. And I'm telling you something I've been through, y'all. If a wife gonna put anybody, I'm talking about anybody now, not just I ain't talking about when I say anybody, that means anybody but you. If she put anybody before you as a husband, and you her husband, and you doing inscribing to do as a man should, get rid of her. Get rid of her. Go on about your business. But see, there's a difference in a marriage and when you dating. See, in a marriage, you got to go through difficulties of the separation. You got to go through difficulties of splitting property. You got to go through the difficulties of getting this and that taken from you. That's why I tell y'all, a wife is either two things to you: either come to hurt you or to hurt you or to help you. She got to do either one of those. So, but just to give y'all some signs of a bad relationship, if she up in a man's face, which is wrong, no, and that's any woman. I ain't gonna just say a minister woman or a regular woman. If she your wife, then she's supposed to do according. But see, it makes it that much worse to a minister woman, because you know why? Because a minister woman's supposed to know how to treat her husband, supposed to know how to put her family to the side for her husband, supposed to know how to do what's right into in the church of God, in that building. You know what I'm saying? So she's supposed to know how to uphold her husband, how to carry herself accordingly, according to the head of her life. But you got a lot of women think they the head. You ain't the head, they the head. And so they do whatever they want to do, you know. So, and if you got a woman that's dressing to impress other people and not impress you, that's another. I'm just giving y'all signs now. She running around with tight jeans just to hear other people talk about her. Hey, girl, you got a big butt. You got this and that. Look, come on. Y'all better think about that, though. But think about that. And she wearing these tight spandex. That's most of what they got out here now. Tight spandex. It look like jeans and they got on, but they not actually jeans. They look like jeans, but they shape and curve every curve of the woman's body. And you got a woman doing that, and it's a minister. No, sir. That's an absolute no. If you ain't got no business. A woman like that ain't got no business with a husband. A woman that's gonna dress like that just to get attention from other men and attention in the pulpit and in the church. A woman that dress like that ain't got no business with a husband. She need a boyfriend. Boyfriend is better suited for a woman like that. Because that way she can change up anytime she get ready. But see, when it come down to a husband is lifelong. It's a lifelong commitment, a lifelong. It's just lifelong. You do or die. Bottom line, you're gonna do what's right by your husband. And if you ain't gonna do what's right by your husband, being a minister in the Lord, then you ain't got no business. You ain't got no business doing that one. You ain't got no business with a husband, and you ain't got no business doing the work of the Lord. Because if you ain't gonna satisfy your husband, you ain't satisfy God. No, let me tell you again, just in case y'all didn't hear me. These so-called women out here call themselves ministers. If you ain't doing right by your husband, you ain't doing right by God. Now, see, can you go chop on that one? I'm talking to all of you minister women out there, because I don't got no respect for none of you that ain't doing right by your husband. Any woman out there claiming to be a minister in the Lord and ain't doing right by her husband, I ain't got a bit of respect for you. And no, you ain't living by God. You living the way you want to live. You ain't living nothing by God if you ain't doing right by your husband. I just want to put that out there to y'all because that's the truth. And I want to teach you something. Any women's out there in the ministry and not doing right by their husband, calling themselves apostles and prophets and all that, and well, not prophet, well, all the ministry in the fivefold ministry, and you not being right by your husband, that part. So, and your husband, all you husbands, I'm always speaking out those husbands that's right, that's doing right by their wife. Them the ones I'm speaking. I'm not talking to them husbands that's out here and getting jumping in this bed, jumping out of that bed, doing this and doing that. I ain't talking about them kind of husbands because them ain't husbands neither. I'm talking about your real husband. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Talking about your real husbands out there. And I'm talking about your real wives out there. Step up. Your real wife, let that junk go that you doing. And if you know, because see, you finna let something pass. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You done been dogged and hurt so much all your life until now you got a real one in your life. And then since you got a real one in your life, you're going to hurt that one that's in your life that's real to you. Because you know why? Because you allowing that past junk to come back up into a relationship it has no business coming into. And when you do that, that means that you ain't hung up your past relationship. You ain't departed from it. You still, and you just doing it, that's the payback. You know, which is a woman number one. She want a payback. Let me get some get back. Let me pay back for the hurt that this man caused me. So I got a new man that's actually loves me. But I'm going to take advantage of him and hurt him because I don't love him. I love this man. I love this man in my past that I can't, that messed me around so much. But you know what? It's always a two-way street. I ain't going to never blame everything on the husband. I ain't going to never blame everything on the wife. Both of you messed up. Bottom line. And then both of you want to get back at one another by other females or other men. You know, and a lot of women, while you're out there by yourself and ain't got nobody, think about what you did in life and think about what you're doing now, the misery that you have done and causing to hurt somebody that loves you. Think about that, y'all. Think about that, you women's, before you become a wife. Think about what you going into. You know, and let me tell you something. When we over 50, ain't no saying you don't come back around this trip again. Cause when you come back around again, so when you young, you can go around that merry-go-round a couple times, maybe 2 or 3 times. But when you over 50, you don't come back around that merry-go-round because you be gonna be old. Well, ain't nobody gonna want you. As I'm telling the truth, y'all, when you go around that, when you over 50 years old and thinking you out here and you doing the thing like you was 20, 30. You better think twice, buddy, because you ain't got nothing. The beauty fades away, everything gets away. Teeth fall out your mouth, hair fall off your head, your body start wiggling up, wrinkling up. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do nothing that you used to could do no more. So you better get your ass, set your butt down and be to your husband's side as you can, being the age that you is. And I'm talking about men and women. You better set your butt down. They got going out here doing all sorts of crazy stuff. You ain't grown enough at 50-some years old to know what you doing by now. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, y'all. I just want to drop that on y'all.